Yeah, what's up? It's me, Hard 8times, the truth for YouTube, your favorite commentator's favorite commentator. Yep. What's up, people? What's happening? You already know the deal, man. If you missed my last video, the link is down below. Facebook groups, gamer tags, all that social media shit is down below. So please go and get familiar. What's up, though, man? What up? What up, man? Okay, the chat jumping already. What up? What up? Shout outs to the mods, man. Make sure y'all hold it down. But actually, I'm looking at the chat. So if the mod's slipping, I'd definitely be there to pick up the pieces. Jack Move, motherfucking Johnny. What up, player? What's good? This nigga ducking me in 2K18, man, for real. It's like, no, I ain't trying to play no 2K18. I'm about one game away from murdering somebody playing that shit online, man. I can't do it. Dog. That game, fam, I can't do I don't even want to play. I don't even want to play nobody in 2K anymore, man. I just rather not, man. I might fuck around and kill something. But anyway, man, we're going to talk about a few things. Going to wait till the room fill up a little bit. And then we're going to talk about this Loot Crate microtransaction situation, man. Should you or should you not buy the games, man? I'm going to give you the short answer. I'm buying the motherfucking games. That's the short answer. If it's a game I want to play, as long as the ending to the game ain't in no Loot Crate or no microtransaction, I don't give a fuck. I'm buying the game. That's the short answer. You know what I mean? But we're going to get into this. We're going to talk about this. You know. We know Black Bonnet's on a tirade right now, man. He trying to come at everybody that's going to support games with Loot Crates and all that. He going to have to do his thing, man. He just going to have to do his thing because I ain't for it. What up, Drew? What's happening, player? He going to have to do his thing because if I like the game, as long as the motherfucking ending to the game is not in a Loot Crate or a microtransaction, it's being bought. I ain't got time for all this other shit. Until I start seeing gamers come together and really make a stand, I'm not going to deprive myself of entertainment trying to act like I'm fake woke. It just ain't going to work. It just ain't going to work, man. But what's good, people? What up? So we about to get into this. We about to talk about this Loot Crate microtransaction thing. I already gave y'all the motherfucking short answer, but we're going to go ahead and get the long answer, man. You know what? That's a good point, Hannibal. People got to stop putting their value of $1 on other people's dollars. You understand what I'm saying? Just because you might not see something as being worth the money doesn't mean everybody else has to feel the same way. All right? People need to start understanding that. Just the value you put on your dollars, that's your motherfucking business. But don't try to put the value of your dollars on my dollars. Don't sit here and tell me something ain't worth $30 if I think it is. Hey, if I think it is and you think it ain't, hey, man, we're going to agree to disagree. But don't try to put the value of your dollar on mine, all right? That's what people need to start understanding around this motherfucker. But anyway, we're going to talk about this. Oh, Tony, you're not buying Shadow Mordor or Star Wars. More power to you because I will be buying. I already got Star Wars pre-ordered. And Shadow Mordor, I was thinking, I might buy that shit before the night is out. I don't know. I've been sitting. And it ain't have nothing to do with the Loot Crates. I'm just not really sure if the game is good or not. That's really my dilemma. It ain't really, you know, what I don't know. It's really if the game is good. I heard the game is good. I know Kofi said that the game was pretty beast. And the reviews for the game ain't bad. So I don't know what I'm sitting on right now. Because it's like, well, should I get Assassin's Creed or Shadow Mordor? But it ain't got nothing to do with Loot Crates or microtransactions. So, yeah. And I love the first game. So I'm really, you know, I can hit that button right now and be downloading Shadow of War. But I don't know. But anyway, all right, let's get into this. So right now, you know, Loot Crates and microtransactions is running amok in the video game industry. And you got some people out here that might want to try to take a stance. But as long as majority of the people are indulging in these loot crates and microtransactions, ain't nothing going to change. Ain't nothing going to change. Because just like I said on Twitter, you know, if 1,000 people don't buy, you know, a shark card or a loot crate or some shit like that, 1,000 people could not, you know, not indulge, but then you'll turn around and have 4,000 people that will indulge. Guess what? Ain't shit gonna change. They'll look at the numbers like, hey, man, we got 1,000 people, man. They're pretty upset on the internet about these loot crates. And then they'll come back with the numbers. Well, we just sold about 4,000 of them. So can't please everybody. I mean, that's just what they'll say, which is true. You can't please everybody, but that's definitely the model that they're going to live by if they see that these loot crates are selling more than people are complaining. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it's going to come down to at the end of the day. As long as this shit is profitable, it is going to happen. And guess what? People like us that get on the internet and look at gaming news and watch gaming videos, we are the minority. You dig? The casuals run this motherfucking gaming industry, and most of them do not care. When you got little 13-year-old Timmy at home and he see that, you know, GTA 5 got some new vehicles and shit like that, and he need a shark card, he gonna go to his mom and ask for that motherfucking shark card. You think that little 13-year-old boy know about the ins and outs of why loot crates and microtransactions is bad? You think he know? You think he care? Nah, he don't. So he gonna go to mommy, daddy, they're gonna buy that shark card, and the wheel just gonna keep on turning. At the end of the day, the wheel gonna keep on turning. Ain't shit gonna change until the negativity outweigh the bottom line. That's the only time things is gonna change. Other than that, listen, man, either you accept it or get down or lay down. Get down or lay down. Now, we need to understand some things, right? If a loot crate or microtransactions just have to do with cosmetic shit like, you know, character models or skins or, you know, costumes or anything like that, I don't really think that's a big deal. If you want to spend a couple dollars to get a jiggy motherfucking gun skin or some clothes or some shit like that, hey, more power to you. Do your thing. The problem comes into play when it's a pay-to-win model, like Star Wars Battlefront 2 is right now. Pretty much the people that spend the money on Star Wars Battlefront 2, excuse me, they will have the advantage. Now, when it comes to shit like that, that is some bullshit. That is some bullshit. But at the end of the day, unless we all come together and take a stand against this shit, we're going to lose that argument, right? Because there's going to be a lot of people that are waiting to spend their money to get the best shit that they can get so they can dominate in multiplayer. There's a lot of people that's waiting that don't give a fuck about all this shit we talking about on the internet. In fact, they don't even watch video game videos on the motherfucking internet. All they know is they can spend a few dollars to get this gun or this goddamn star card, and that's what they're going to do. Now, the question is, if you like the game, what are you to do? Could you buy the game but not the loot crates and still feel good about yourself? Or you're just going to miss out on the game? Like, which one is going to, like, what are you going to do? Me, personally, I'm not missing out on the game I want to play. I'm sorry. I'm not missing out on a game that I want to play. It's just not going to happen. And I know a lot of y'all are not either. See, a lot of y'all got y'all picks. Let's be real. If certain games that are coming out in the future got loot crates and microtransactions, a lot of y'all motherfuckers is not going to turn it down. Y'all might say it on the internet, but be playing that shit in secret. Like, a lot of y'all are not. Let's be real. If The Last of Us 2 got well, they already did with the first one. Well, if they return with some loot crates and microtransactions, you ain't gonna buy it? You're gonna skip it? Really? GTA 6, Red Dead Redemption 2. Any of these games got loot crates or microtransactions, you gonna skip it? Fuck no. But guess what? It's easy to skip a game that you ain't give a fuck about in the first goddamn place. That shit is real easy, right? You don't really give a fuck about Star Wars Battlefront 2, so it's easy to fucking take a stand against that. I'm not buying Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm taking a stand. Yeah, that's because you really don't care about that game. You really don't care about that game because deep down you know your stand is not doing anything. You know that, right? It's not doing a fucking thing when it comes to a big AAA game like a Star Wars. You go ahead. Don't buy Star Wars. Guess what? It's still going to sell millions. You're going to be sitting there looking at YouTube videos like, damn it, I want to play so bad. But you know what? I'm taking a stand, even though that stand ain't doing a fucking thing because the shit still sold millions. So deprive yourself. Now, if the gamers come together by the millions, the hundreds of thousands, and they want to take a stand, I'm all for it. I'm supporting that. But a few thousand people, that ain't enough. That's not enough. So I'm not, so I was like, me personally, I might as well not even waste my time. I'm sorry. Might as well not even waste my time. It ain't enough people. I see enough people, then we can talk. Not enough people, and it ain't going to be. Like I said, majority of the people that are going to go out and buy Star Wars, they're not on YouTube every day. They're not on Twitter talking about video games. They're not on YouTube making gaming videos, and they're not on this internet shit like that. They playing with friends. They having a great time, you know, with their friends online. They love Star Wars. They love the movies. They just released the trailer for The Last Jedi. They hype as fuck. They don't really care about all this politics behind the scenes shit. They don't really care about that. So the game is still going to sell by the millions. So you taking that stand is really not going to do nothing, man. It got to be a lot more people to have a change. And it, you know, certain games got these loot crates and microtransactions. Y'all know y'all ain't turning that shit down. Let's be real. It's easy to take a stand against a game you ain't give a fuck about, but come on. Come on, stop it. Stop it. I mean, it puts you in a fucked up situation, man, because it's like, I ain't missing out on these games I want to play. Like I said, it'll have to be some dramatic shit as far as a loot crate go, like the ending is in a loot crate. Like some shit like that. The ending is a microtransaction. It got to be something like that to make me be like, all right, fuck that game. And then again, even if it was something like that, certain games, I don't think I'll be able to have the will to not indulge. I'm sorry. I don't think I will. If they came out and God of War had the ending and the microtransaction, I don't think I would have the will to ignore that. I'm sorry. I think I would buy the game and buy that fucking ending. I don't think I would be able to do it. Now, like I said, if there was an abundance of fucking people that were against it and it was actually making noise in the industry, then yeah, I'm a ride. But if it ain't that, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to indulge. I'm sorry. It's just some shit when it comes to these games. I just can't fucking ignore, man. I just can't ignore it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'll support the gamers as a group. If there's really a group of gamers, and if it's really that many people that came together and it's making rumblings through the gaming industry, it's being reported by news sites and you know, gaming sites and all of that, and developers are taking notice, then I'm all for that fight. I'm all for that cause. But if ain't none of that happening, I'm gonna have to indulge, man. You can say what you want. It's my dollar. At the end of the day, it's my dollar. So you can say what you want. You can talk till you blue in your face. But I'm gonna have to indulge. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, y'all remember a couple years ago. See, this is the funny thing too. I tried to take a stance a couple years ago against 30 frames per second games. Y'all remember that? A couple years ago, I was like, listen, I'm done buying games that are 30 frames per second. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done buying games that are 30 frames per second because I think, being though that this is next generation, at the time it was pretty fresh and new. It's next generation. We need to take a stand and force these companies to push 60 frames per second. So I called myself taking a stand against 30 frames per second games. I was like, I ain't buying them brand new. If I do buy one, it'll be used, so they're not getting my money. Blah, blah, blah. I called myself taking a stand. And guess what happened? When I took this almighty stand. Guess what happened? Ain't a damn thing changed. Nothing changed. I had to abort mission. Abort. I had to abort mission. Because ain't nothing changed. In fact, most people was like, man, what the fuck is you doing? Get the fuck out of here. 30 frames per second ain't bad as long as it's locked and shit like that. Nothing changed, and I had to stand down. I had to abort mission, and nothing changed. I feel like the same thing. If I was to do something now, I feel like the same way. If I don't buy Star Wars Battlefront, it's still going to sell millions of copies. So what the fuck did I do? What did I do? The developers are only going to look at it and be like, well, you can't make everybody happy. So it's like, what did I do at the end of the day? I did nothing. I did nothing. Nothing at all, man. So, you know, it sucks that this is what we got to deal with. But when you got so many people that don't mind buying loot crates or indulging in microtransactions and shit like that, it really ain't nothing you can do, man. It's the way that the gaming industry is going. And until gamers come together collectively and you know, turn this shit down, ain't nothing going to change. And you're just going to be wasting your motherfucking time. You're just going to be missing out on good games. Because a lot of these games are still good, even though they got loot crates and microtransactions. They still good games, but you're just going to miss out on these good games. And that's just what it's going to be. Because there's a lot of fucking games nowadays that got some type of loot crate or some type of fucking microtransaction. You know what I mean? Not all of them is like pay to win, but they still there. Like if you ain't going to support one loot crate, don't support none of them. Don't support none of them, man. It's crazy. But at the end of the day, man, it's sad, but it ain't really nothing you can do. Unless you can see a tide being turned by an abundance of gamers, then you might as well just get down and lay down, man. It's like, fuck it. And me personally, like I said, unless the loot crate is something crazy or the microtransaction is something crazy. I mean, I looked at a lot of videos on Shadow War. In fact, I think IGN made a video where they spent $100 on loot crates. They spent $100 on loot crates, and he really didn't get nothing. He was like, most of the shit he got in the loot crate, he was getting while he was playing the game. So, I mean, what does that tell you? That tells you just ignore the fucking loot crate and enjoy the game. Ignore the loot crate and enjoy the game. Because listen, can you buy a game? So listen, if you buy a game and if people buy a game and they don't spend money on the loot crates, would that make a developer remove the loot crates? Even though you still bought the game, they still waste the time, you know, building and designing these loot crates. And that still takes money. So can you still make a stand and play the game at the same time? What do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about that? What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that at the end of the day? Can you buy a game, but not the loot crates? Does that still make a stand? Does that still have a developer like, hey, listen, we don't need to waste our time on these loot crates no more? You know what I mean? Because we putting all this time and resources into these loot crates and ain't nobody buying them. So can people still be happy with that? Like, hey, I'm gonna buy the game, but I'm not gonna touch the loot crates. You know what I mean? But let me look at this comment right now for Ivan Kirk. I don't know why this faggot ain't blocked anyway. But let me look at this. Let me read this comment real quick. He always talking shit on other people's videos. He said, bro, now we bros. How can you call people corporate cocksuckers but go around and buy games that are anti-consumer? Wow. Hold on. Corporate cocksucker and buying a game for my entertainment. They the same? Hold on, that's the same? Am I tripping? Hold on, I'm tripping, right? Buying a game that's going to benefit me, my entertainment, it's going to make me have fun, is the same as a corporate slave? What? Whoa, I didn't know. Whoa, mind blown right now. Like my mind is blown right now. I didn't know that. I didn't know buying a game that's for my motherfucking entertainment was the same as somebody being a corporate fucking slave and doing shit that doesn't benefit them in no way, shape, form, or fashion. Running around being a corporate slave doesn't benefit these corporate slaves. But me buying this game that I want to play definitely benefits me. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. But what do y'all think about that? Will developers remove loot crates if we don't buy them, but we still buy the game? Do y'all think buying the game and not buying loot crates, do y'all think that can have an effect? Or do buying the game actually fund the loot crates? Because I'm quite sure coming up with these loot crates takes time, resources, and money. So if we don't pay attention to the loot crates, will they still do them? Do y'all think? Because the game sold, you know, a nice amount of copies or whatever like that. Hold on, Assassin's Creed got some bullshit now? Hold on. Y'all gonna have to catch me up on Assassin's Creed shit because I'm lost on that one. What's going on with Assassin's Creed? It's like every goddamn game coming out is some bullshit surrounded by it. Like, we might as well just stop playing motherfucking video games right now. Like, straight up. We might as well just stop playing games right now because every time I turn around, there's some new shit. Like, this shit is crazy right now. I mean, if you buy a game and you don't buy a loot crate, I don't see nothing wrong with that. Like, I still want to play the game. Like, I still want to play the game. And I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a touchy subject here, man. It's pretty touchy. Loot crate, that's what I'm saying. Listen, okay, loot crates in a single player game like Shadow of War. IGN got a video up right now. You can go watch it. They spent $100 on loot crates, and he didn't really get anything out of the loot crates. Most of the shit that he was getting out of the loot crates, he were getting while he was playing the game, just from playing the game. So, I mean, it's a single player game. You don't have to buy the loot crates. Like, you don't have to buy the loot crates. It might take you longer. You might got to grind and shit like that. And it might take you longer to achieve certain things, but you don't have to buy the fucking loot crates. Just play the fucking game. You know, invest some time into your game. I know everybody want to play a 5-hour game and move the fuck on, but invest some time in your game and you're going to get shit. It just take a little bit more time, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Ignore the loot crates. That's what I'm saying. I'm a corporate slave. Fuck it. Shadow of War is a good game. Haven't bought any loot yet. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, just ignore the loot crates. Oh, Assassin's Creed facial animations. Oh, I ain't see nothing about that. What's that about? Hard 8 is your money. Oh, yo, listen. Let's just make one thing motherfucking clear, right? Shout outs to Titanfall Princess for the donation. I appreciate it. And I just want to let you know, Titanfall Princess, I've been destroying your ass on Gran Turismo Sport, on them challenges. Yes. I've been beasting. Oh, yeah, real quick. On Gran Turismo Sport, you can fix the camera. Basically, when you go to the chase cam, turn everything down to 0, and the camera and the driving will feel like it's supposed to feel. I don't know why this shit ain't on at default, but if you go to the chase cam, turn everything down to 0, and the driving is way better. Like, Gran Turismo Sport has been a much more enjoyable experience now that I found that out. And I was pretty much playing that shit all day today, playing the challenges and beating everybody on my motherfucking friend list. So just to let y'all know that Gran Turismo Sport is a lot better when you turn everything down to 0, when you go to the chase cam options, which is in the advanced settings. You got to wait till the game start to pause it to change all of that, though. So keep that in mind. Hard 8, you need to see the big picture. In the future, you'll get fucked by loot crates. Listen, I understand all of that. My thing is this. everybody, listen, my thing is this. If 1,000 of us make a stand, let's just say 1,000 of us make a stand for Star Wars Battlefront, and then that shit go to sell 10 fucking million. What did we do? We didn't do anything. At the end of the day, we just missed out on a game that we probably wanted to play. Or you can just use that example for any game that you're looking forward to. At the end of the day, you missed out on everything. So shit, it's like, yo, people need to come together. Other than that, I'm not going to sit around making a stand for some shit that ain't working. That's what I'm saying. I'm all about supporting the people, but I got to see it making a difference. If that shit ain't making a difference, I ain't about to deprive myself of entertainment to try to do something that ain't making a difference. I'm just not going to do it. Shout out to 10th Gen. I appreciate the donation, player. Thanks for watching, man. That's my whole thing. I understand the repercussions of this shit, but also I deal with reality. I'm dealing with reality right now, not excuses. I'm dealing with reality. Reality right now is that most of these people are still, look, GTA 5 is a prime example. Look how much money they make off of shark cards. And I ain't never bought a shark card. I never bought one shark card in my life. I never bought one shark card in my life. And guess what? It hasn't done a fucking thing because you still got millions of people buying shark cards. And I have, and so you can say I've been protesting against shark cards without even fucking realizing I was protesting against shark cards, because I have never bought a single shark card in my life, and I got hundreds upon hundreds of hours in GTA 5. I played GTA 5 across, what, 4 or 5 platforms, and I've never bought a shark card, and nothing has changed. Shark cards are still selling like hotcakes. Every time they release some new update and it's hot and everybody want to get in on it, shark card sales go up. It ain't doing nothing. And I don't buy them. So I've been taking a stand against GTA 5 and shark cards since they was introduced. It ain't shit changed. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, what I'm gonna do? Say, yo, I ain't playing GTA Online. I'm not gonna play GTA Online because of them shark cards. What the fuck? They don't care. Millions of people are still doing it. GTA 5 has sold, what, over 60 million copies? And I haven't bought a single fucking shark card, man. I'm telling you, I understand what can happen. I understand what's going to happen moving forward. I understand that. But it's a future that we might can't change. It's a future that we might can't change, dog. It's a future that we might can't change. It's something that you either going to get down with it, or you're going to either accept it, because you don't have to get down with it, because you don't have to buy loot crates. You don't have to buy shark cards. So you're either going to accept it and continue the game, or you're not going to accept it, and you're going to stop gaming. It's going to be one of the two. And I'm not stopping. I'm not, dog. I'm not going to stop gaming. This shit is in my blood. I came out the motherfucking womb as a goddamn gamer. That shit ain't going to happen. So it's like, damn, man, fucking, this is some bullshit, but I'm still going to game. There's a lot of things that have changed in the course of my life that I had no control over, and you had to adapt. I remember when fucking analog sticks came out. I remember when they first put analog sticks on the fucking PlayStation 1. I hated that shit. I hated analog sticks. I was using the fucking D-pad, and I was going to use the D-pad until the death of me. I hated analog sticks, but guess what? That's the way that the industry was going. So eventually, I had to accept it. You know what I'm saying? I had to accept it, dog. I had to. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that have changed in the course of my life that you just got to accept. I like going to Blockbuster. I like going out to the movie store, to Blockbuster, and renting my movies. I like looking at movies physically, picking up the box, turning it around, reading the box. I like that whole experience of going to Blockbuster. Guess what? That shit doesn't happen no more, because there ain't no more Blockbusters, right? Because everything online. I don't like it. What can I do? What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start watching movies. You know what I mean? I'm gonna start watching movies. Yo, when the tide is going one way, and it's just you and a small minority trying to change it back the other way, you're gonna lose. You're gonna fucking lose. So you got to deal with it, man. You got to deal with it. Ask these niggas how many of them support multiplayer behind a paywall. Yo, shout out to Kofi. Kofi got a question. How many of y'all support multiplayer behind a paywall? I think we all do, right? I think we all do. Oh, that's another example. Shout out to Kofi for that question. We all do, but that's another example, right? We all pay for PlayStation Plus, most of us, majority of us. When they first introduced PlayStation Plus, because that shit, when they first introduced pay to play online, Sony, when it was free last generation, how the fuck did you feel about that? You went with it, right? You dealt with it, right? Why? Why did you deal with it? Because there wasn't nothing you can fucking do when everybody was buying fucking PSN cards to get online. You could have sat there and been like, oh, I ain't buying that. I ain't paying for online. All right, well, you just don't game online then. You know what I mean? But just don't game online then. No, you got down with it. Fuck, man. Sony making us pay now. Fuck am I going to do? Ah, man, this shit crazy. You had to get down with it, dog. We may not like the direction that this gaming industry is going in, but as long as the majority is going along with it, we fucked. So it's either you're going to accept it or you're going to stop gaming. Which one you going to do? And I ain't going to stop gaming. I'm never going to stop gaming. So it's like, which one are you going to do? Which one are you going to do, man? Because this look like this the direction that the industry is going. And it's going that way because majority of the people is supporting this shit. Majority of the people is supporting this shit. It ain't nothing you can fucking do, man. It ain't nothing you can do. It's too many people that's going with it. It's not enough people going against it. If we had enough people going against it, then we can make a change. But as long as there's more people going with it than against it, then we fucked. So it's either going to be, I'm done with gaming, or you just going to avoid every fucking game that don't got loot. I mean, you're just going to play games that don't got loot crates. And the direction that the industry is going, it's going to be a lot of games with loot crates. And there's going to be a lot of games that you want to play with loot crates. But you know what? As far as black buying goes, I would love to see what would black buying do if The Witcher 4 had loot crates. What would Black Bond do if this new Cyberpunk game from CD Red had loot crates? I would wonder what would Black Bond do. See, we got to get a game that Black Bond loves. Witcher 4. If they came out, Witcher 4 on the way, that shit look amazing. I'm talking about it looked 10 times better than Witcher 3. I wonder what would Black Bond do if Witcher 4 had loot crates. That shit would be funny as hell, dog. That shit would be funny as hell. Oh no, Black Mind is in the chat. Black Mind, Witcher 4, loot crates. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Me personally, I think you're gonna buy that. You're gonna figure out a way to sidestep, like, oh, I bought this off CD Key House. I didn't even pay full price. You're going to come up with some excuse, Bond, and you know it. You're going to come up with some excuse if Witcher 4 got motherfucking loot crates. You're going to come up with some excuse, dog. I know it. I know it, dog. You're not going to skip out on motherfucking Witcher 4 for some fucking loot crates, especially if the loot crates don't affect the game. Like, yeah, they might give you a more powerful sword, or yeah, it might give you a better horse or some shit like that. But if it's something that don't actually affect the game, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I ain't going to go with. I bought it off CD Key House for $23. I didn't even pay full price, clown. Oh, man. Oh, he going at Blandrew right now. Hold on, what Blandrew say? Oh, if you buy it for him, it don't count. Oh shit. Hard8 knows his best friend so well. Somebody asked, am I going to talk on Weapon Well podcast now? Listen, let me just get this out the way real quick. We ain't gonna make this drawn out. My friend Blackbond, he hit me up, and he hit me up in the DM, and he pretty much asked me to talk. My friend Blackbond asked me to talk, and I told Blackbond that I will return back to, because listen, all right, let me just clear this up real quick, just in case anybody confused. I don't have a problem with Bond, Kid Smooth, Jack Move, or Jimmy. I don't have a problem with neither of them four dudes, right? At all. So it really makes no sense to be ignoring them, right? It really doesn't make no sense to be ignoring them, because I don't have no problem with them four dudes, right? So I can still do what I got to do on the podcast without, ignoring that fuck nigga BG. I can still do me and ignore BG. So that's what I plan on doing. You know what I mean? And plus, Blackmon, he did ask me to talk for real, though. He was like, yo, you're going to start talking. So, you know what I mean? You need to talk. Whatever. He did ask that. You know what I'm saying? That's my friend, man. That's my friend, man. So, yeah, that's what we going to do. One monkey don't stop no show. One monkey don't stop no show. BG being the monkey. All right? So one monkey don't stop. No, we're not like brothers. Stop that shit. Stop that. We are not like brothers. Me and BG are not nothing, dog. Stop, knock it off. It ain't nothing. Well, anything that you thought was me and BG was all a lie on his part. So stop that. Stop that off. One monkey don't stop no show. BG is the monkey. So I still got four other dudes who I don't have a problem with, and I could fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at with that. We're gonna leave that right there. All right. So one monkey don't stop no show. Secure the bag. Now back to the topic at hand. Bond, if Witcher 4 has fucking loot crates, I don't see you skipping it. I see you finding a loophole. I see you finding a loop. Merc 305, that's a fact. That's a fact. Merc 305. Bond, I don't see you missing out on Witcher 4 or Cyberpunk if these games have loot crates. I see you finding a way around it. I see you finding a loophole. Like, I mean, well, we already know the loophole gonna be somebody else bought it for me, so it's okay. Nah, fam. You can't play the game at all. If you really gonna make a stand, then stand for real. You know what I mean? Ravishing Slick. That's a fact. That's a fact, Ravishing Slick. If you're gonna make a stand, Bond, make a stand for real. All right? Listen, man. Listen. Most of the gaming community is going with the wave, right? They're indulging in loot crates. They're indulging in microtransactions. We are the minority. As long as they keep on doing this shit, we're not going to win. So at the end of the day, either you're going to accept what is going on or how the direction that the industry is going in, or you're going to stop gaming. Like I just told y'all before, there's a lot of shit that has changed in the course of my life, and I didn't always like it. But when the majority is going with it, what the fuck can you do? Either get down or stop gaming. Or no, you don't even got to get down. Just ignore loot crates or stop gaming. If you can't ignore it and still enjoy the game, then I don't know, man. Shit crazy. I'm not buying loot crates. I'm going to get Shadow War, and I'm not going to buy a single fucking loot crate. You know, I enjoyed GTA 5. I still enjoy GTA 5. I'm waiting for that new update they got coming. And I've been enjoying GTA 5 since 2013, and I haven't bought a single fucking shark card. So as long as I can still enjoy games without buying loot crates or microtransactions or fucking shark cards, if I can still enjoy the game, then that's what I'm going to do until something change. That's the only thing I can say, man. That's what I'm going to do until something change. Unless these loot crates and microtransactions affect the game to where it's not enjoyable, then it ain't much I can do. I tried to make a stand against 30 frames per second games. The shit ain't work. I lost. I ain't been buying shark cards since they was introduced. Guess what? They still selling like hotcakes and ain't nothing fucking changed. And I still enjoy the game. I never bought a shark card for GTA 5, and I still love the fucking game. So as long as I can still enjoy and love a game without buying loot crates or indulging in microtransactions, then I'll continue to play games. Other than that, it is what it is. And I'm not saying that I won't indulge in a loot crate or a microtransaction from time to time. It depends on what it is. It depends on what it is. You know, if I like my character to stand out in multiplayer and I need to buy some clothes for that shit, I probably would. I probably would. But that's for my enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, the value of my dollar only matters to me. The value of your dollar don't matter to me. So at the end of the day, you're going to do what the fuck you want with your motherfucking money. But if only 5 of y'all standing up against loot crates and millions are buying them, you're losing. You're going to lose. So that's where I'm at when it comes to this motherfucking loot crate shit. And ain't really nothing else to say about it, man. I'm down for the cause. If the people want to rise up, I can go either way. You know what I mean? I can either ignore the loot crates or I can rise up with the people. And the way shit looking, the people is not going to rise up. So therefore, I'm going to still buy these games and enjoy these games without buying loot crates or indulging in microtransactions if I don't fucking want to. That's just what it comes down to, man. I'm going to play these games. And I'm going to get Shadow of motherfucking War. And I'm going to play it. And I'm going to enjoy it just like I did Shadow of Mordor. And I ain't got to buy a single loot crate. Just like I enjoyed GTA 5 and I ain't never bought a single shark card. And I enjoy it online when I'm on there. So I don't really buy indulge in loot crates and microtransactions like that to begin with. So it is what it is, man. I really ain't got much to say on this topic. I'm about to get out of here. If anybody got some questions, y'all can go ahead and ask them right now. Ask me anything, any question right now, and I'll try to do my best to answer them. But if not, I'm gonna go ahead and biz out. Oh no, that's another reason why I've been struggling with Shadow of War too. Not because the loot crates are microtransactions or anything like that, but Evil Within 2 come out on Friday, so I ain't really trying to bump heads on that. You know what I mean? I think I want to go right into the Evil Within on Friday the 13th, and then right into maybe Shadow of War or Assassin's Creed. I already got Wolfenstein 2. I got to beat the New Order. So yeah, man, I'm booked and busy playing games. You dig? All this, you know, little people crying about loot crates and all that, but I don't see a bunch of people coming together trying to stop it. So other than that, I ain't got time to worry about that. I'm gaming. Goddammit. And after I fixed the camera on Gran Turismo Sport, the game has become much more enjoyable. I've been playing challenges, beating the shit out of my friends, or trying to anyway. So, yeah. Any questions? I wasn't even looking. Hold on. I wasn't even looking. Let me stroll up real quick. Will me and BG ever be cool? Nah. That's a wrap. That's a rizap. Are you getting Evil Within 2? I already got a pre-order, player. I'm ready to pre-download. Are you going to take that road trip? Take a road trip, player. I don't need to take no road trip, player. Did you get a GPU so you can play it at 60? No, I did not, man. I've been enjoying the gaming life of being stress-free and not really worrying about PC right now. So I'm going to play it how I get it. For real, man. There are plenty of games without loot crates that are way better. Well, yeah, plenty of old games. Like going forward, there's a lot. This shit look like it's about to be a norm, man. This shit look like it's about to be a norm. But I'm playing everything I want to play. I ain't got time for the bullshit. I don't need to buy no loot crates, then I'll just ignore them. I think that's enough right there. Devs will see that ain't nobody buying any loot crates and they'll remove them. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. All right, outside of Battlefield, what other online shooter has the best online multiplayer? I don't know. I mean, Uncharted 4 is pretty cool. Last of Us is cool. Don't nothing really come close to Battlefield for me. I mean, Max Payne 3 was lit, but you know, it's old now. Backlog got me busy buying new games. I feel you. To buy new games, I feel you. I feel you. Assassin's Creed is looking like the best in the series. Anybody getting it? Oh, we're going to see. GT Sport, buy or pass? I think GT Sport, if you like those types of games, I think it's a buy. You like sim racers. Hard 8 Next Gen is sick. Can you talk about the good times y'all had? What you mean he's sick? Sick as far as what? Like sick in the head or some shit? Oh, me and Next Gen, we definitely had some fun times. Despite how much I hate that motherfucker now. We used to have a lot of fun times in the motherfucking Skype calls. Because Zaire is a funny motherfucker, dog. He funny as shit. So we had a lot of fun times in them goddamn Skype calls, dog. That shit used to be lit. When you playing Battlefield 1, I'm trying to play. First of all, Drew, I'm playing new games right now, all right? So it's like, no, I ain't played Battlefield. Honestly, I ain't played Battlefield in a minute. I've been playing other shit right now. Like, I've been playing Last of Us. I've been trying to finish Wolfenstein: A New Order. You got Evil Within 2 coming out on Friday. I've been playing a little bit of Gran Turismo Sport. Been on that Star Wars Born Front 2. I really haven't been playing Battlefield, man. Not right now. Yeah, the Star Wars single player, I definitely got to check that out. What's a good budget for 4K HDR TV? You got to let me know your budget. I can't tell you what's a good budget. You got to let me know your budget. Red Dead 2 might have loot crates. They just might. New question from Tommy Siegel. How did you get so good at shooters? I don't know, man. I just got a natural skill for video games, period, man. I've been playing video games since shit, 85, 86, 1985, 1986. Like, I've been playing video games all my life, man, except when I was upstate. That's the only time I didn't play games, but man, I don't know, dog. I just be shit. If I like the game, I go hard. Oh, you mainly play sports games, trying to get in shooters. Hey, just stay at it, man. Like I told people before, when I first got on Rainbow Six Vegas, that was the first game I played when I came home, like the first online shooter. And I was a fucking bum, dog. I was terrible. I used to hide and camp all game. You know what I mean? I just stayed at it and got better. You dig? Real talk. Let's see, $500-$600, 4K HDR. Oh, check out the TCL P607. Check that out. Or the 605. That's a pretty good TV for that price range. Yo, Hard 8, you should get Forza 7. I don't have a graphics card to play Forza 7. I would probably get Forza 7 if I had like an Xbox or a graphics card. I would get that probably. The Last of Us 1 had fucking microtransactions. You could buy guns and different perks and shit. So I'm quite sure The Last of Us 2 is going to have it also. Hard 8, will you be getting Dragon Ball Z Fighters? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm going to play the beta and see what it's hitting for, but I haven't really been feeling fighting games lately, man. All the fighting games that came out this year, I picked them up and put them down. Like, I just get bored so fast with fighting games nowadays. Wolfenstein is single player only. I believe so. You talking about the new one, the Wolfenstein 2? I believe it is. Don't support the publishers of these games. Start buying them used or from key resellers. And that's another thing, too, with me, right? I buy my games at $30. I buy my games for $30, man. So, I don't know. It's kind of hard to complain when you're buying brand new games for $30. Because I got my share partner. And if you want PS4 or Xbox One and you ain't got a share partner, you should get one. That way you ain't got to pay $60 for games no more. You know what I mean? Now I'm paying $60 for 2 games rather than 1. So get your share, partner. What's the worst game you played but finished? The worst game I played but finished? Probably Zombie U. Well, it was called Zombie on the Xbox. I beat that on the Xbox One. So probably Zombie. Heart8, you streaming Shadow of War. Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of streaming single-player games. So there probably won't be no Shadow of War streams. Because I like to play single-player, enjoy the story, and just play the game. No problem, Tony Siegel. Appreciate it. Just hit that like button, player. That's all. Just hit that like button. I'd rather have optional loot boxes than pay $70 to $80 for a game. That's a good way to think about it. Yeah, Excalibur, yeah, I feel what you're saying, but you don't have to buy these loot crates. You don't have to buy them. In most cases, you don't have to buy them. You done with 2K18 for good? No, I play 2K18 offline. I play it online too. My record online is actually pretty fucking decent. I got like 3 fucking trophies. My record online is pretty decent. It's just when I play other YouTubers, that shit sends me into a rage. For real, dog. Who is worse, you or B? Don't ask me about BG. Don't mention BG name to me at all. Thank you very much. Banzai spirit. No disrespect to you, but I'm just saying. When are you starting your own podcast? I don't know. TCL is really good for the price. Opinion on Chucky. Okay, I actually fell asleep, so I gotta finish it. I gotta finish Code of Chucky. I got something to say about Code of Chucky, but I think a lot of people haven't seen it in here, so I don't want to have no spoilers and nothing like that. But maybe I'll find out the answer to my question at the end of the movie. So maybe I'll wait for then. You know what I mean? Before I speak on it. My friends want to know if he should buy a 70-inch 690E. I wouldn't buy that. Nah, I wouldn't buy that. I would not buy that. Nah. I can't buy shooters on PC. The community is the worst at times. Also, mouse and keyboard, I'm not the best at. Yeah, mouse and keyboard sucks. I wish Sony TVs had Dolby Vision. I know the 2017 models are supposed to be getting a Dolby Vision update. Supposedly. Gaming has become casinos now. Shit crazy. TCL what? The TCL P607. Check that joint out. And it's a really good TV, full array of backlight, got great HDR, and I think it got Dolby Vision also. It has HDR10 and Dolby Vision. Check that joint out. That's a fact. The last time I had an Xbox One was last year. I had an Xbox One S. That's the last time I had an Xbox One. Are you getting Horizon Zero Dawn DLC? Absolutely. What are your thoughts on the Xbox One X, even if you already own a Pro? I don't know, man. Got to see what that thing really hitting for when it dropped. Got to see if it's really making a difference out here. If it's really making a difference and I don't want to deal with PC, I'm definitely going to get an Xbox One X for multi-plats. If it's really making a difference out here. Nah, don't fuck with that 690E. What do you say? Hold on. What was that? Did I see a message on Instagram? No, player. This nigga said, where the hoes at? Where the hoes at? Damn, I hate when the fucking chat jump all the way down when I'm trying to go through these fucking questions, dog. It's bullshit. That shit jumped all the way down. My favorite fighting game through all these years, or right now? I mean, I think you can use in-game currency for the loot crates on Star Wars Battlefront 2, but people can still pay for them, though. So while you grinding trying to get shit, people could just pay for it and already have it. That's the main problem. Yeah, everything half price with a share partner. Get Prime or Gamers Club Unlocked. Prime or Gamers Club Unlocked still ain't cheaper than having a share partner. Unless you're paying $30 or less with Prime or Gamers Club, then share partner is the best way to go. Yeah, share partner is like account sharing. Yeah, get somebody you can trust and have at it. What about the Sony X800D? That's a good TV from last year. But I would get that TCL if you can. I think the TCL might be around the same price. Did I finish Friday 13th? I play it sometimes. Well, my chick want to play Friday the 13th. That's kind of the only time I play it now. Other than that, I don't really play that shit. 1070 Ti is a legit thing. 1070 prices will go down. Yup. When you going to answer the real questions? What the fuck is the real questions? What you talking about? I don't see no, what the fuck? Hard8, you fuck with UFC 2? Yeah, I like UFC 2. I ain't got the game. I had it, but I like UFC 2. I be meaning to get that shit when it's on sale, man, but I always forget. Shout out to Tommy Siegel. Appreciate it. Oh, First Impressions of Shadow War. Oh, yeah, that might be a thing. That might be a thing. How am I liking Wolfenstein? It's all right. It's okay so far. The New Order. Would I ever live stream an RPG? Probably not. Hold on. Didn't I live stream RPGs already? What was Bloodborne? What was I think I live streamed The Witcher 3 and all that shit. Nah, Xenoverse, nah. 2K18 is the worst implementation of microtransactions ever for sure. Shout out to OBJ to Dine. Yeah, that shit crazy, dog. Loot crates are bullshit unless they are cosmetic. End of story. That's a fact. That's a fact. Vegas 1 and 2 was the shit on 360 before Party Chat ruined online. That's another fact. Yo, that shit was the shit. Time to platinum Witcher 3 for the second time. Yeah, I might. Code of Chucky was cool. It was. I mean, what I seen was okay. It's kind of weird, but it was all right. I got on Injustice 2 the other day and didn't make it past the title screen. I like Injustice 2, though. It's a cool game. Especially when you play against people that ain't on some fucking spam bullshit. Hard8 record nice. Yeah, my record nice on 2K. Code of Chucky's still not better than 1 and 3. Nah, not what I've seen so far. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Hard8 with a hose. I don't know, player. You tell me where they at. Witcher 3 and 4K looks great. I meant to download Witcher 3 and see how it looked on the PlayStation Pro because, you know, I got a new update. Now, I didn't see a message on Instagram, Spider-Man. I already said that. On Instagram? Hold on. I got my phone right here. Let me check. He said he sent a message on Instagram. The fuck? Out of all the places you can hit me up, you choose Instagram. Yeah, you must have had the wrong Instagram because I do not see your message. Oh, hold on. My fault. Hold on. All right, I got it right now. I got it. Oh, yeah. I got your message, Spider-Man. Nah, I feel you on that. I thought about that. I don't know, man. I thought about that, though. You're right about that because you got to find out if motherfuckers for real or not because people be talking. People definitely be talking. Nah, no Nintendo Switch. Best TV for $2,000 budget. The Sony 900E. The Sony X900E. Yeah, the Sony X900E. Did this shit jump down again? You tried to add me on PSN. I'm too cool to add you. What you talking about, player? You can follow me on PSN. I ain't even look at the, since they added the follow shit, I haven't even looked at the friend request. I haven't even looked at that. Who won 2K18 for 30? I haven't even looked at that. But I'm about to get up off of this joint. I'm about to get out of here. I thank everybody for coming through. LOL, you salty. Shout out to LOL, you salty for the donation. I appreciate it. I got some supporters up in here today, huh? You know, somebody told me, and since y'all here, I want to get y'all opinion on this. I think they might be a little bit right. Somebody told me that Hard 8, you don't have no supporters. You only got followers. You don't have no supporters. You only have followers. I think they might be right, man. I think they might be right on that assumption. I think they might be right. Got a lot of followers, but the support and the followers ain't adding up. The support and the following isn't adding up. So they might be right. I don't know. They said it. I think they tried to say it too, like they're like hurt my feelings or some shit like that. But it's like, motherfucker, I agree with you. What the fuck you talking about? Like, I think they tried to like say it to hurt my feelings or something. But I'm like, yeah, I've been figured that out. What you talking about? You telling me something I pretty much already know. But what y'all think about that? Is that true? Is that a true statement? Or is that you know, that's some bullshit? No, I have not seen Bible Black. What the fuck is that? Bible Black? Nah, fam. Oh, it's an anime. I already said I'll boycott. I don't believe it. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. I don't believe it, but we will see. Y'all pretend. Nah, I don't. Bible Black? What the fuck type of shit is that? Nah, I never seen that shit, dog. Never even heard of that shit. I haven't seen that. How come I haven't acted more like an entrepreneur and started my own podcast and Patreon? I don't know. Obviously, I just don't care that much, I guess. That would be the obvious answer, right? Plus, I don't really like asking people for much, man. For real, I don't want to be asking motherfuckers for shit. I look at shit like this. I look at my like button and I say, damn, I can barely get people to hit the like button. Why would I ask them to do anything else that requires money or fucking actual time? Like, that's how I be fucking seeing shit. That's how I be gauging if I should do this or that. It's like, yo, you look at certain shit and it's like, nah, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm ready to take that plunge and fucking be disappointed. I don't fucking know, dog. I really don't know. I look at shit like that. I look at shit that don't take no time to do, and it's like people don't want to do that. So what makes you think they're gonna want to like give you money or fucking? And then I ain't gonna be sitting there begging for that shit all. Like I just ain't doing all that, man. I'm just not. I don't know, man. Maybe one day I'll come to my senses, right? Maybe one day I'll give it a shot. As far as the podcast go, I want to do my own podcast. You just got to find the right people, man. You just have to find You got to find the right people to do a podcast with, man. That's not easy. Finding people to do a podcast with that you can really bang with and do a good podcast is not the easiest thing to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Weapon Wheel Podcast was already made years before it actually came to YouTube. Weapon Wheel Podcast, the only thing that was different from Weapon Wheel Podcast and the fucking Skype calls was, oh, now we're streaming it to fucking YouTube and we got some topics. But that shit was already together. There was no legwork on putting that podcast together. That shit was just easy. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that was added was fucking Jimmy and Kid Smooth. Other than that, that podcast was already together. That's why it was easy to do that. That shit was already there. But me, if I did a podcast, I'm starting from scratch for real. Like, I got to find some people. I'm not just getting people that I was hanging out in fucking Skype calls with. That's easy. That was easy. That was nothing. You know what I'm saying? I fucking hit record like, oh, all right, we talking now. That was Skype call. Everybody that's on Weapon Wheel started out in Skype calls. It was like we moved it from Skype to fucking YouTube, added some topics, and fucking Kid Smooth and and Jimmy. That was it. That's why that shit was so easy to put together. That shit ain't as hard as it's gonna be for me to start a podcast. I gotta find the right fucking people. And I really don't want to do it with the same people that already, you know what I'm saying? It's like, because my podcast is not going to be about video games. My shit going to be about everything but video games. Like I'm doing, when I do this podcast, that shit going to be lit. It's going to be about current events, fucking religious shit, politics shit, politics and, bitches, all types of shit. Fucking what parties we went to, it's gonna be different. It's just not gonna be about no motherfucking no games, man. And then you just gotta find the right people to do that shit with. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And you gotta find the people that's available. You gotta find the people that's available to do it too. It'll probably happen one day. Who knows? If it don't, it don't. It ain't something I really wrecking my brain about. I ain't wrecking my brain about the shit. If it happened, it fucking happened. I don't sit around thinking about that shit all day. Like, yo, what can fuck I get for this podcast? This is what it is, man. It is what it is. I don't know. Look at Undenied Real. Shut up, faggot. We heard this. I know y'all did. People still ask though, dumbass. The fuck you act like I just came out the blue like, yeah, one day I'm gonna do this podcast. Motherfuckers keep asking the same goddamn question. Fuck is you talking about? They keep getting the same answers. Yo, I wouldn't mind doing a movie podcast either. That's another thing. You gotta find people that's in the movies like I am. Not casual viewers. I don't want to do a movie podcast with casual fucking viewers. You know what I mean? I want to do a movie podcast with people that fucking watch, like, that are really in the movies like I am. If you got a problem with, like, buying Blu-rays or buying ultra fucking Blu-rays and shit like that, I don't want to talk about movies with you. You ain't really into the movies like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really into movies like that. I might eventually do it, but shit ain't, Hard, they talk about Jimmy being a compulsive liar. What happened now? What the fuck happened now, dog? Jimmy be lying. What the fuck is going on? I'm lost, people. Am I going back to Smooth Podcast? There's nothing in the future, but I don't, I wouldn't be against it. One of these, maybe go back around when the Xbox One X drop or some shit like that, when there's some shit to really talk about. I don't know nothing about Jimmy being a liar, man. He was in the chat. Y'all can ask him. Yeah, I seen JC versus Chess. Yeah, I saw it. Pretty good. JC mopping. I'm waiting on that Hollow to Don and fucking Tay-Rock, though. I need that. I need that in my life. I definitely need that. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. If anybody in the chat feel like doing a timestamp for this video, can you please do that? I mean, it should be really only like 3 stamps or something like that. But Hard8 must not listen to the last podcast. Oh, the last podcast. Oh yeah. I heard. Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was some shit I definitely needed to speak on, but I was in my bag. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely heard some crazy shit last podcast. Yeah, don't worry about that though. We're gonna take care of all that shit moving forward. But yeah, it was some crazy shit being said. Oh man. I was listening. I was definitely listening. Anyway, I'm out of here. Make sure y'all hit that like button. If somebody feel like doing timestamps, go ahead and handle that, please. Yeah, that'll be what's up. If y'all feel like it. If you don't feel like it, don't worry about it. It ain't a big deal. But we're going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. We're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Thanks for watching. It's your boy Hard8. And I'm out. Deuces.